So basically there's this chart going around showing players layup percentages and how many they have taken. And man, it does not make Angel Reese look good in this one, I can't lie.
At 6'4" and playing in the WNBA, you'd think making layups would be second nature for Angel Reese. But right now, she's hitting just 31% of them, the lowest in the league for players with at least 35 tries. That stat has caught fire online, and people are starting to ask serious questions about her performance and what's happening with the Chicago Sky.
I don't know what she's working on, but it's certainly not her inside game. It's not. I don't get it. Still, Angel Reese has one of the lowest shooting percentages in the WNBA, especially on layups.
Just wait until you see the clip where she doesn't even glance at the rim. It's eye-opening. Stick around. We'll show you the video and break down what the Chicago Sky can do to turn things around. That 31% stat? It's just the start of a bigger story.
And then right at third place, you have Angel Reese with 54 with a 31% shooting percentage, man.
Angel Reese's layup numbers haven't just caught fans off guard. They've made waves across the league. She's hitting just 31% of her layups, compared to the WNBA average of 69%. That's not a small drop, it's a major slide. For context, Aaliyah Boston, another 6.4 forward, matches the league average with 69% on 7 attempts per game. Camila Cardoso, also in the paint, is finishing at 56.2%. Even Kelsey Plum, who's just 5'8", is converting at 42%, still 11 points higher than Reese.
Let me repeat. Third in the league and attempted, so she shot 54, but her 31.5% mark is by far the lowest among any other player in the top 10. In fact, Reese ranks dead last in the WNBA among all players who have attempted at least 35 layups. She's worse than the worst player in the league.
Reese's height and role on the court. Finishing at the rim should be her strong suit. But instead, her low numbers are turning heads and sparking concerns across the league.
She's the worst starting power forward in the league. I mean, it's bad. This is, as the kids say, this is in fact diabolical.
Reese has taken 54 shots at the rim and made just 16 of them. That's 38 misses. This isn't a fluke or a small sample. She's getting regular chances near the basket, but the results just aren't there. When she gets the ball close, you expect her to use her size and strength to finish, but more often than not, the shot doesn't fall. It's not just a rough patch or bad luck. It's a clear trend, and it's taking a serious toll on the Chicago Sky's offense.
Former WNBA All-Star Angel Reese has got off to a rough start this season, as she has only made 5 of her 22 shots in the Sky's first 2 games. Since then, however, her shooting percentage has went from 22.7% to 31.1%. I gave that yesterday. 31.1 overall as a 6'4" power forward. That's awful.
The Chicago Sky count on their bigs to score inside, grab offensive rebounds, and bring a physical edge. But when one of your main players is missing more layups than she's making, it becomes a real issue. Defenses adjust, second chance points drop, and suddenly the pressure shifts to the guards to pick up the slack on offense. For a team that can't afford to waste chances, those missed layups start stacking up quickly.
Here she is right here. Angel Reese has taken the 3rd most attempts. She's shooting 31.5%. What? Let's go over here to I want to see the whole. So let's click on it. Let's make it bigger. The next is Kelsey Plum at 42%. By the way, Kelsey's 5'8".
What makes Reese's struggles stand out even more is how they stack up against others in her position. Aaliyah Boston is finishing at the league average, Cardoso is above 50%, and even shorter guards like Kelsey Plum are converting at a better rate. Reese's issues around the rim have become a regular topic during Sky games. It's no longer just fans noticing. Analysts, coaches, and commentators are all talking about it. The missed shots aren't just misses. They're the kind of shots a player her size is expected to make, and social media hasn't let it slide. Memes, stat comparisons, and commentary are everywhere. Some fans are joking that she's allergic to easy buckets, while others are seriously questioning what this means for her growth and confidence. At this point, it's not just about the percentage. It's about what that number says about Reese's game, her mindset, and where she's headed in the league.
No, you can make that. And she goes, but should I? Genius, genius. You missed 100% of the shots you don't take. She proved you can miss 100% of the shots you do take.
Like, what? Like, it's getting really, really bad.
And if the stats weren't concerning enough, the on-court footage makes things even clearer. One clip in particular has gone viral, and not in a good way. It shows exactly why those missed layups are happening, and it's giving fans and analysts a much closer look at the real problem behind the numbers.
I said that there should be a 5-year plan for Angel Reese's development, and phase 1 of the 5-year plan should be figuring out how to score layups. Figuring out the layup technique, figuring out layups, and like, it's just not happening. She's shooting 31%. For context, Aaliyah Boston's shooting 69% on layups.
Here's the clip that brought everything into focus. Angel Reese grabs the rebound, but instead of taking a moment to set her feet or read the defense, she throws up a rushed shot from her hip without even looking at the rim. It's fast, it's off balance, and it misses badly. That one play went viral for all the wrong reasons. Fans didn't hold back. One even said, "She shouldn't even be in the league, let alone running it." The moment quickly became more than just a meme. It sparked real questions about her fundamentals and whether her game is where it needs to be at the pro level.
Her best shot attempts, in my opinion, I will always say, coming from the nail, off the pick and roll, just putting it up. When she get to drop stepping and doing all that, I think, one, it takes too long for her, and she misses the first one. She gets the rebound. Now you have multiple people around you. She's trying to go back up. It's just another tough shot, you know? So I think that's why her shooting percentage is so...
Looking at Reese's technique, it's obvious something isn't right. Her shot looks rushed, almost panicked. There's little to no lift. Her body isn't squared up, and she's not really aiming, just tossing the ball and hoping it goes in. Now compare that to Aaliyah Boston. Boston's moves are smooth and controlled. She bends her knees, keeps her eyes locked on the rim, and finishes with a soft touch off the glass. It's a world of difference. Boston doesn't just rely on her size, she uses solid technique. Reese, by contrast, seems to be forcing her shots, skipping the basics, and trying to muscle through defenders instead of playing smart.
Biggest lead of the game for Phoenix Mercury. You're looking at it, flipping it up. Bad things happen to good people. Vandersloot dumping it inside the look.
This isn't just one bad play. It highlights a bigger problem. Reese's layup form has become a pattern, not a one-time mistake. Every time she gets near the basket, the same things happen. She looks away from the rim, releases the shot too quickly, and loses control of her body. This doesn't just cost her points, it makes her predictable. Defenders know she won't stop, reset, or look for a better shot. They can easily crowd her, challenge the shot, and force her to miss. That leads to more missed opportunities, more frustration, and serious questions about how she's making decisions on the court.
I think the fact that, Angel Reese might miss her first one and get the rebound, the team already know, hey, she's going to go back up with it. So that's why they just collapse the defense on her, because she's not going to look out and try to find anybody.
Social media has definitely blown this up, but it's not just about the clip going viral for all the wrong reasons. When you look at the stats alongside the footage, it's clear why everyone's talking and why the discussion is so intense.
You missed that first one, too many people in the paint, go ahead and kick it out. Reset, or if you have it and you're in good positioning, right? If you grab it and you're in a good position, yeah, of course, go back up with it. But if you grab it, go back up with it, and then you get another rebound, let's just go ahead and reset. I wouldn't say go ahead and throw it back up, because at that point, you're going to have people in the paint trying to help to get that rebound. So I get what the individual was saying, but at the same time, it's kind of warranted that Reese does that to her.
Fans aren't just reacting to the numbers. They're reacting to what those numbers look like in real life. They see a player with all the physical gifts, yet missing the simple shots. It's natural to start wondering what's going wrong. Sure, there are plenty of memes and hot takes, but behind it all, there's a genuine worry about whether Reese's game is ready for the WNBA.
I don't think she's been that bad this year, but it all just depends on what you consider Angel Reese. Like, if you consider Angel Reese as a future superstar, she's been horrendous. Like, that is it. Like, she's been absolutely horrendous. And yes, the team has beaten the Dallas Wings twice, and once without Paige Beckers. The Dallas Wings are pathetic. They're 1-6. Like, at least they almost beat the Mercury, I guess, without Cal Copper, although the Mercury are beating a lot of teams without Cal Copper.